What is good, y'all? It's your boy God CO here. Welcome back to Mount Olympus Gaming. And we got some big news, man. We got our hands on Ermac. So far it's been day one. I've been up all night labbing situations, labbing combos. I dropped a few YouTube shorts. If you haven't seen those, definitely check those out. We cracked the 45% damage with one bar, two cameo bars with Scorpion, and I think I'm going to be rocking with Scorpion for now because he has really good synergy. So yeah, let's get into it. So my thoughts on Ermac. So when I first picked him up, I was excited, right? Because this has always been like one of my favorite ninja characters in the series. So when I first started playing him, I was like, okay, I took 28 and I started doing damage there. And then I'm like, okay, but he does a lot of flashy, cool stuff. But the routes that normally make sense with him, they don't do that much damage, right? And it was kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like in the beginning, this character, like he's fun, but he is kind of hard if you're going for damage wise, right? So it wasn't until I took a break, ate some food, and I played a couple of matches with a buddy, and then it clicked. And this is what led me to believe that I think Ermac will be one of the best characters in the game. And let me explain why. So he does really good job in the mid-range section, like the neutral. Up close, he also does good, but he can also hold his own up close, right? So this character has a lot of cancel moves. So for those of you who've never played a character like that, typically in a cancel move character, you would do a string and then you will have to cancel out of it by doing forward or some type of directional input and then go into another string. Now, this at first seemed scary, right? And I was like, oh, this guy seems a little too complex. But here's the good thing about Ermac, and I feel like NRS definitely nailed it with this character. Unlike most of the characters in the roster, when you find a good combo route, you pretty much just have to find a cameo that fits in that slot. Whereas with Ermac, it doesn't matter, right? Ermac can actually go into many different combo strings, either by himself, just regularly, or with any cameo you pair him up with, right? I've seen on Twitter people already started using like setup characters such as like the Cyrax Bomb and Tremor, and literally their combos and the way how they approach a match does not look the same as the way I approached the match with Ermac and Scorpion. And this character really is the poster child of what and how this game is meant to be played, and I'm loving it. Now, if you wanted to get into more advanced levels or deeper layers with Ermac, they are there. Trust me, they are there. You just have to take time in the lab, and you just really have to find like your play style. You can really play any play style with Ermac. He has the proper tools, and the cameo is a +1, honestly, with this character, right? So that's pretty much like the good things. So let's get into a couple of weaknesses that I've noticed with him, right? Majority of his strings, you can armor through them. If you ever played Quan Chi, similar to Quan Chi, literally like after every second hit you can just armor. It's the same thing with Ermac. He only has about, I think, 2 safe strings, which is his forward 4-3 and his back 2-4, and every other move he does on block you can pretty much armor right through it, right? Now, even though that's a weakness, it's not necessarily a bad thing because it prevents you from just mindlessly doing things on block. Now, here's where that weakness could actually turn into a strength strategic wise. So as the meta develops and more people begin to understand Ermac, if you know his gaps and you try to armor through them, well, the Ermac player can do the cancels and bait you out, right? And I think that he has weaknesses, but in the hands of a more skillful player, those weaknesses still seem non-existent. But it's fun. This character is really fun. And I think that the way that the direction, might I say, that NRS is taking with Ermac, I just hope they keep doing this. I'm literally finding out new things still. I found out my way how I want to play, but there's still people coming up with many different ways, and this character is just good, and it has me excited for the next DLC release, which is what's his name, Kung Jin? No, not Kung Jin, Takeda, because he's also like a very prominent combo guru, right? And if they continue this, you know, hey, I hope so, because it really gives player expression. So, but yeah, these are my thoughts on Ermac. Drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know, you know, if you have any questions, because I do know for some people he is not available yet. I have him because I have the early access, because I bought the Kombat pack. But yeah, just let me know what's your guys' thoughts. I'm going to be dropping some gameplay video, and I'm going to be showing some things you need to know specifically with the cancels, like more tutorials on how to actually properly do them. So stick around for that. But other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.